We are just a few months away from the brand new Walking Dead spin-off series, The Ones Who Live, featuring Rick Grimes, but it's also going to feature Jada. She was an antagonist in the original Walking Dead, and with that, we're going to look at The Walking Dead's top 10 female antagonists in the Walking Dead universe. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Entertainment. Like I said, The Ones Who Live, it is coming soon, and Jada, who's a character from the original series, will be inside this show alongside Rick and Michonne. And with that, I thought because she was an antagonist, we'd have a look at the top 10 female antagonists from the Walking Dead universe. So this can include anybody from The Walking Dead, Fear the Walking Dead, Dead City, Daryl Dixon, or any other spin-off. I believe World Beyond is in there too. So again, we're on Screen Rant. We're going to see what they make of the top 10. These characters are being ranked from least to most villainous, so I'm expecting number 1 to be evil. I think I know who number 1 will be. I'm going to assume it's Alpha. She's probably the most famous, the most popular, most well-known female antagonist. I think she's at least got the biggest arc out of any of the female antagonists, because most of the antagonists in The Walking Dead have been male. So I'm going to assume it's her, but let's go through the list. We'll look at the top 10, and of course I will give my thoughts based on who is here. So in number 10 we have Dakota, Fear the Walking Dead, Season 6. Unfortunately, I have not got to Season 6 yet, only just finished Season 3. I do not know who Dakota is. Looks a little bit young. That's not me saying that antagonists can't be kids or whatnot, but I don't know who Dakota is. I mean, is she really an antagonist, or does she just do something that's stupid to get people killed? I'm not entirely sure, but Dakota's coming in at number 10. Moving into number 9, we have Dawn Lerner from The Walking Dead Season 5. She played the cop, and she was responsible for killing Beth, albeit I think it was accidental. I don't think she meant to kill Beth. She shot her, and then this led to, I think it was Rick that shot Dawn in return, and then both sides just kind of felt like one death from each was enough, and they went their separate ways. I mean, I guess Dawn was a mini antagonist. I wouldn't say she was a super villain, though. I wouldn't say she was really evil or anything like that. I just think, unfortunately, she ended up killing Beth, but didn't mean to do it. Now, was she a great person? Was she a nice person? Not really, because she was, like, holding people hostage and not allowing them to leave and stuff like that. But I don't think she's a mega villain at all. So she comes in at number 9. Coming to number 8, we have Elizabeth Kublek from The Walking Dead World Beyond. Thankfully, I do not watch The Walking Dead World Beyond. I think I've seen the first 2 episodes of Season 1. And that was enough. This show was borderline unwatchable, and I don't know who this character is, and honestly, I don't care who this character is. But yeah, she was a major figure in the Civic Republic military, the CRM, and I believe that is also going to be in the Walking Dead, The Ones Who Live. I think Rick is currently being captured by them, or something like that. I'm not too sure what the storyline is, but yeah, the CRM, they're still going. I don't know if she is alive. Could Elizabeth Kublek appear in The Ones Who Live? Potentially, but I haven't seen her, so I can't really comment too much. Number 7, we have Jadis. She is going to be in the Walking Dead, The Ones Who Live. She was in World Beyond Season 2. She's obviously part of the Junkyard group from the original show. I never liked Jadis, and by the time Jadis got introduced, I honestly thought the show was going downhill massively. So, I mean, people can like Jadis. I just don't. I don't find Jadis appealing. There's nothing likable about Jadis, and I get it. Maybe we're not supposed to like her, but for me, just not an interesting character. I can't take her serious as a villain. Just seems to be a really crap character forced in there. I almost feel like she was forced in just purely because she was a female and they wanted maybe a female antagonist. But I mean, she's got some fucking horrible haircut as well. I don't like Jadis. I don't know how anyone could like Jadis. Just looking at the haircut, it bothers me. I mean, this is supposed to be a woman. Certainly doesn't look like a woman. I don't even know what this looks like. It looks like a mess. I've seen better zombies honestly, than this. So yeah, no, Jadis, she's going to be in the new show. I personally don't really want to see her in it. The new show's all about Rick. It doesn't matter who's in it. Let's keep it real. It doesn't matter if Jadis is in it or not in it. No one's going to watch it just based on that. Coming to number 6, we have Martha from Fear the Walking Dead Season 4. Again, unfortunately, I haven't seen Fear the Walking Dead Season 4 yet. I'm only on Season 3, and I'm not going to spoil it because I do want to find out what happens without spoilers. So, unfortunately, we're going to skip Martha. Don't know who she is, and I will find out, though, going forward. Coming at number 5, we have the Dama from The Walking Dead Dead City, the Negan spin-off. She only gets introduced late on in Season 1, and of course it's because she is the boss, she is the leader, she's basically telling the Croat what to do, because we're not allowed to have a strong white male character, so we have to introduce a woman that is like 70 years fucking old to boss the Croat and order the Croat about, essentially. I think this character's terrible. Never liked this character. It's only one season. I know she's only been a couple of episodes, but yeah, for me, the Dama, no interest whatsoever. And it's weird that she's so high up this list. I'm surprised she's above Jada. And I don't even like Jada, but I'm surprised she's above Jada. Coming to number 4, we have Pamela Milton, another woman with another dodgy fucking haircut. What is it with all these hideous looking women with, not just non-attractive women with fucking masculine male looking haircuts? I mean, seriously, why can't we have hot women? Like, look at Maggie in the first, the earlier seasons. When she was in Season 2, you get introduced to the farm, and then Season 3, whatnot. Why can't we have a female antagonist that looks like Maggie? Why do they all have to be, like, older women with, like, male fucking haircuts, short haircuts, lesbian-looking women? Like, why can't we just have a normal, attractive woman as an antagonist? I don't get that. I don't understand that. But anyway, let's move on. Number 3, we have Marion Guillenette from The Walking Dead, Daryl Dixon. Wasn't a fan of the show, but I guess maybe she deserves to be on the list. But yeah, for me, I mean, you can tell they're pushing. There's definitely an agenda here. These new shows got to make the women look strong. Got to have these antagonists, these badass females, and it's just too much for me. But yeah, Marion Guillenette coming in 3rd place. In 2nd place, we have Virginia. She was in Fear the Walking Dead Season 5 and 6. And again, unfortunately, due to just not wanting any spoilers, I'm not going to read too much into Virginia. And then that leaves us for number 1, and it has to be Alpha, doesn't it? Yes, it is. So Alpha, The Walking Dead, Season 9 and Season 10. Another unattractive female, this time, not with short hair, but with no hair. I don't know why The Walking Dead continues to do this, but yeah, Alpha, number 1. I think it had to be Alpha, because she's like the only that I've seen. I haven't even seen these seasons, but I know of the character. I think she's the female antagonist with probably the longest story arc, and I'd say probably the biggest story arc as well, because she is like a main villain. She plays an important role, a big role, leading the Whisperers. And again, we have Alpha. It's the female as the Alpha. And then you've got, you've got big Ryan Hurst, who plays Beta, the big 6'4" guy, but he's a beta male because he's B, he's not a leader, he's a follower. Like, what a load of shit. We've seen this over the years with The Walking Dead, just pushing this narrative that men are weak, men are bad, and women are strong fighters, just as good as fighters as the men. It's garbage. We need to go back to the early seasons of The Walking Dead, when The Walking Dead was realistic, before The Walking Dead got woke. Who was fighting, who was doing the searching, who was doing the scavenging for food and weapons, and if anyone was in trouble, who was risking their life to save the characters? Look at the early seasons of The Walking Dead. It was the men. It was Rick Grimes, it was Shane, it was Daryl, it was Glenn, it was T-Dog. It was the middle-aged, fighting-aged adult men that were doing that stuff. If you look at the women, they were the ones washing the clothes. They were the ones on Herschel's farm cooking the food and, doing the farming and stuff like that, because that was realistic, you know, that is how things would go. But we see the later The Walking Dead gets, you get into like the later seasons, and all of a sudden the women become all badass, and I think it would have been okay if it was like, if they kept it realistic and just did a couple, like Michonne, for example, because Michonne does look very athletic. Michonne looks like she could be a good fighter, I've no doubt in my mind, but they change it so that every single female, look at Michonne, you can buy Michonne as a badass that can, you know, mix it up with the men. You look at Carol though, and she's this like 50-year-old, 55-year-old housewife that never done anything, you know, has never been to the gym, has never been in a fight, has spent her entire life cooking meals for an abusive husband and washing dishes and getting abused and getting beat up, and all of a sudden she turns into this great fighter that can fight and she can shoot and she's brave and she's a daredevil, she's willing to risk it all. I mean, what a load of shite. I think Carol, the character development of Carol, is one of the worst developments of a character that I've ever seen. That's my opinion. I know a lot of people don't like that. I know a lot of people love Carol, but nah, I'm just not seeing it. I think The Walking Dead was better in the earlier seasons when it was more realistic, and now, I mean, just look at this list. A lot of the women on this list boss around males, you know, it's kind of embarrassing, but whatever, guys, that's it. There's the top 10. Let us know what you think down below, and of course, until next time, peace.